The snow is picking back up again, so if you are going to be driving home soon, you'll notice some snow flurries, so prepare for that. I'll tell you about another new law taking effect in just a couple of hours that's taking that extra step to help survivors of sexual assault and stalking. Starting next weekend, a lot of you can start ditching these masks that you've been wearing for over a year now. Now it's up to the city council to approve the agreement. This is one of the 3 planes that the last of the National Guard members flew back into Peoria on. All around Springfield, you're starting to see signs that read something like this, that say, now hiring. Yeah, Marcella, the rally lasted for hours here, and it was much different than what we saw in Washington, D.C. It was very peaceful. The fire started around 1 p.m., and you can see there is still a scene here. Firefighters are still trying to put out this fire. It started in one building, and it trickled its way into other parts of that strip. Look at this. I mean, it's almost rock solid. The plan says it's going to devote over $600 billion in fixing the roads that you drive on every day. All that's left of this fire is destruction. Bricks from the building all over on the road here, and for the building itself, not much left either. You can see the destruction all from this building. There's still a couple bits of smoke back over there, pipes and wires all just hanging, and the frame of this building just completely demolished. And the call came in around 3:45 that a driver went straight through the main entrance of the Circle K here on Stevenson Drive. I'm going to step out of the frame here, and you can see the main 2 doors of the Circle K, they're completely gone. There's some caution tape right around. There's glass all over the floor. Grocery stores have been open and really busy throughout the pandemic. Excuse me, Chief Winslow. Yes. Do you have a suspect yet for the mass shooting on Saturday? A centuries-old building up in flames in the small village of Pawnee on Tuesday. Dozens of people from the community gathering in the town square, watching their history burn down.
It's just, there's a lot of different stories that have been in here over the years, and it's sad to see it go.
This small strip was built back in the late 1800s. Now you can see right through it. Natives of Pawnee had their most memorable moments in there.
We had our wedding reception right there at the KC Hall.
Several nearby fire districts all coming out to try and salvage it. It's emotional to see an important part of their town go up in billowing smoke.
It's sad. It's heartbreaking.
They won't be able to rebuild the memories it held.
And now that it's burned, it's part of family history that's just gone. It's where you met to be with family. It's really sad.
The homeless in Springfield pleading for help.
We need some help. Let's get it going, you know? Not later, now.
Some of them are living right outside the warming center now that it's closed for the season. It's a block away from the old tent city that formed last summer. Tell me the living situations out here right now.
Well, as you can tell, we sleeping on mattresses outside.
And how is it like?
It's cold at night.
The city owns this building. Even though the facility's closed, Mayor Jim Langfelder says those experiencing homelessness are allowed to stay outside. He says the city will put up any sum of money towards getting this shelter operating again.
Whatever it would take, because it's that important. And we're really at the cusp of having these resources come together.
The Salvation Army is willing to step up again and be in charge of manning what was the warming center. But Captain Jeff Eddy says they have bigger plans. They're working together with the Continuum of Care to operate this facility as an overflow shelter that would be called Safety Net.
The idea is to give people a place to go if for some reason they can't get into Helping Hands or Contact Ministries or another shelter in town.
Eddy says the point would be to push people into other programs.
It's not just a place to stop, but it's a place to continually move on, get better. You know, what do we need to do to get you to the next place?
But for David Petrick, that couldn't come sooner.
Help. You need some help.
The last of the nearly 100 Illinois National Guard members deployed to Washington, D.C. returned back to Illinois. The troops landed at the Peoria Air National Guard, and they're from all over the state. From Chicago, Peoria, and Springfield.
Oh, it's absolutely wonderful. Granted, Washington, D.C. was an excellent mission. They took very good care of us, but no place like home.
Around 500 Illinois Guard members were deployed in late January to help protect the nation's capital after the riot on January 6th. And these 100 troops volunteered to stay longer.
There's other soldiers here who landed with me. I stayed to take care of them.
Some of the guards tell us they worked long hours.
My time there, I mean, there was a lot of go, go, go. I mean, you gotta be on your toes.
Specialist Christina Johnson says her experience was a positive one.
We stayed in hotels. When we were on shift, they gave us something to at least to sit on, relax, while we're sitting inside waiting to go out on shift. I mean, they accommodated us that way, so we weren't like all cooped up and smothered.
But there were some small problems, including being served undercooked food.
It was very minimalistic. You know, no operation runs perfectly, but honestly, the leadership there and all the staff did the best they could.
There was some backlash after it was revealed National Guardsmen in D.C. were sleeping in a parking lot. But we've been told that none of those troops that slept out there were from Illinois.